Welcome to Abounding Grace Ministries. I'm Chris Yarger, and may His grace and peace be multiplied to you all.
Okay, I want to share with you how we do the illusion with the 3 loops. We have our 3 ropes. Now, in giving you a demonstration of this, I did a typical message I would do for adults or teenagers. You can also use these for children. The children love the colored ropes. They guess what the different colors mean. You can have a lot of fun with them. But we'll get into that in other teaching videos that we'll do. So we have the yellow rope that represents God. Real simple. All you do is tie a square knot, or you could do a granny knot. Now these ropes are nylon, so they do get slippery, so you gotta pull it. Okay, so we have a square knot. Let me show you a close-up of a square knot. The ends go over, you tuck it. Now you do it reverse, tuck it under, and voila, you got a square knot. And remember, a wonderful truth about representing the eternal God is a circle has no beginning and no end, just like God, no beginning and no end. The next is our green rope, and this is really easy. If I'm showing the yellow rope, who am I talking about? If you said God, you're right. If I have the green rope, who am I talking about? We're talking about man. Now this is also a square knot. And of course, man is represented by a circle, but it's because man is void, empty inside, and he's trying to fill his life with things to make him happy. Now, this part is easy. We simply show the illustration of man and God are inseparable. We just kind of go like this. And we go through. Okay, so we're holding both knots, and we're showing here that nothing could separate us from God, nothing at all. Now, I do this with little children. I have them grab this, just so I grab this rope, and I have them pull, because you're not going to pull it apart. Be careful not to yank the child out of the audience. And then, to show the separation of sin, we simply pull it apart. The next rope is our red rope. This represents Jesus. And this knot's a little different. This is going to be a slip knot. So I'll stand it aside here. So I hold this. I want enough room to be able to grab this with my hand. I take the other rope. I go around like this. And then I tuck it under. This is a slip knot. So you see this? And there you go. So it slips. See, this goes up and down like that. Okay, let's do a close-up of a slip knot. This one I hold, I do nothing with. With my right hand, I wrap around it. And you see how I have it laid across like that? Because I'm going to tuck this under. Okay, we'll do it slow. Tuck it under. There it is. Boom. There's your slip knot. Just like that. And then it's this end that will go over the other 2 ropes and then through this to do the illusion correctly. Now, the important thing is you take the part that moves and you go over top of the green and yellow rope and through them, through your red rope. Okay, here's how we do the illusion. Here's the part that moves at a slip knot. That part goes over top of the green and yellow, and it goes through all 3 ropes, the green, yellow, and the red, and then we hold the 2 ends. We grab the 2 knots on the bottom, we pull, and there you go. Okay, and then when you pull, this is what you have. Jesus now bridges the gap between God and man. Now, I do want to show you real quickly a common mistake with this. You're doing really good, you're sharing a wonderful message, whether it be to adults or children or both. And just a little tip, if you're sharing to children, keep the message at their level. If they can understand it, the adults can understand it. A big mistake in evangelism is you're doing a children's meeting. You're sharing with children, but a bunch of adults come over and join the meeting. What happens often is the person sharing begins to bring the message to the level of an adult. You lose the children. And if you lose the children, you're going to lose the adults. So we have our 2 square knots for our other 2 ropes. We're going to do this real quick. I want to show this example to you. And listen, it doesn't matter if you mess this up. because people are very gracious. So here's what happens. You go between the yellow and green, but you don't loop it through the red. And you're doing a great message, you pull it, and you grab it, and it falls down on the ground. What do? You throw your ropes and you panic? No, you use it to your advantage. And I've done this before. I've said, if you don't put your faith in Jesus, then you're still separated from God. And then I go on to tie it again, to do the illusion correctly, share the gospel message, and leave it in the hands of the Holy Spirit to save them. And those that would make a profession of faith, we'll do some after counseling with them, try to get them involved in a local church. God bless you as you seek to share the good news of the kingdom.
If you were blessed by today's program, visit our webpage at chrisyarger.com. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to YouTube.